Hello and welcome to the TRYGESIS Thursday newsletter for March 27th, 2025. This is volume number 2, number 13. So already this is our 13th newsletter of this new year, 2025. So there's a couple of things to get to today. One is our new single. We'll probably release it within the next 2 weeks. We had to shoot a video on Monday. We've had some issues. In fact, I discovered I've got a problem with my card reader. It's corrupting the discs or the SD cards that I try to load. So I've got to figure out a way to transfer this video you're watching right now to my computer. So if you're watching it, I was able to successfully transfer the video. The other thing is, the topic today is about writing, and Hemingway had a great quote, the only kind of writing is rewriting, and that's, you'll see a lot of quotes like that, great writers don't write, they rewrite, or the best writers rewrite. Supreme Court Justice Louis Brandeis said, there's no great writing, only great rewriting. So you get the idea. It's when you write or create art, it's not always about the first run through. If you're a sculptor, you're taking your chisel and your hammer and you're chiseling away, getting it just right. If you're a painter, you're maybe adding layers. If you're a writer, you write a rough draft, then you go back and you edit it and edit it and edit it and rewrite it. Same with songwriting. The song I'm going to play today, I started writing in October of 2021. I think I finished recording it in April of 2024, almost 2.5 years. And that seems like a long time, but I wrote a lot of songs in between then too. So it's you work on it, you put it away, you work on it, you put it away, and eventually it's finished. If it's good. Sometimes I write a song and I work at it for a while and it just doesn't go anywhere. I can't get the right feel from it or out of it, so I just drop it. Now my colleague Matt Farley, and you can look him up in Spotify. He has he may have passed it, I'm not sure yet, but 25,000 songs on Spotify. He's a machine. He just cranks them out. But many of his songs are one take. So he'll write an album, 50 songs about each state in the Union. He'll go to Wikipedia, open up the page for a certain state, and read about it. And he'll just start writing the song as he reads the text on Wikipedia. One take. That's how he gets to 25,000 songs. That's not really my style. But I can see the merit in that because you know what? He's become an excellent songwriter because he knows how to write a song. After 25,000 of them, you get pretty good. I've not written that many, but I'm pretty good at getting an idea that I think is strong and then working it. So I'm going to play this song. It's now called Flip Flop Girl, but it started out being called Who's That Girl? And this is from October 13th, 2021. And just a vocal and an acoustic guitar, and I recorded it on my cell phone with the little memo software. And I'll just play a little. I won't play. Well, it's only 30 seconds, so. Who's that girl? The one with her hair and curls. She looks like a dream doll that I've never seen. Who's that girl? So, I think every word in this original piece has been discarded. Who's that girl with her hair and curls? Those are all gone, and they're kind of lame lyrics. But what I do when I write, it's the chords and the melody. Usually the melody, I play some chords, I find a melody that works, and I just sing nonsense lyrics, basically, which is what those were, just nonsense, just placeholders until I work it. So after that version, I started getting an idea of what the song was going to be. It's about a young man going to California trying to find, find a woman of his dreams. So this one then is an a cappella version of that same song. But I think what happened is I was thinking about the song as I wrote it. This was 2 days later after I wrote that part you just heard, and I needed to write a verse for the song. What you heard first was the chorus, the hook line, and now I needed to have some another verse or a verse to go with the chorus. So this is the verse. Going down to California to see the sun. Left my home in Salem, Ohio. Now I'm on the run. So I did want to use the words Salem, Ohio. It's my hometown. California and the sun. And that line about on the run, that is going to be discarded. Again, it's just a placeholder, but I wanted to, I must have had the idea for California and the sun and leaving Salem. I wanted to get that idea captured. So then, now, let's see, I recorded one more version. I combined those two ideas, the verse, the chorus, and then the verse into one longer take. And I'll just play just a few seconds of it, because you've already heard it, but this is how it sounded when I put them together. New lyrics again. Sometimes it seems life is a dream. Repeat, who's that girl? So I added some new chords there too in the verse. I left the key, it's in the key of G, but I threw in a D minor and a B flat, and it kind of gave it a whole different feel and spiced it up a little bit. So then that was October 15th. Then January 31st of 2023. I was in Phoenix, so over a year had gone by, and I'd written some other songs in the interim, but now it's kind of crunch time. I had to write new songs for our upcoming album, and as you probably, if you've been following these newsletters, you know that we've released 4 singles. We have one coming out next week, and so that's about half the album. So far, it has been it'll be 12 songs on the album, 5 will have been singles so far, and then we're going to probably have a couple more. So we're pretty happy with the strength of the songs on the album. I think there's only 2 or 3 that might not be singles. So, but eventually we will release the whole thing as one album. But for now, we're just doing singles. So here we are now on January 31st, 2023, and I'm sitting in Phoenix with just an electric guitar and no amplifier, but I'm still refining the song a little bit. And now it sounds something like this. Who's that girl? The one whose hair is curled. Believe it or not, I think she's hot. Who's that girl? Then the verse. First I sang the chorus twice. Going up to California
California to see some sun.
All right, that's nothing great, but it is evolving. I brought back that word hair and curl, or the words hair and curls, which I don't like, but I hadn't found anything better yet. So now February 9th, about 8 days later, I update the version with a still the Stratocaster guitar. Oh, there I threw in the word flip. What did I say? Did I say flip flop girl? I forget. Yeah. So that's what I add. I finally added the word flip flops girl. What's happened was I was talking to Swift on the telephone. I said, look, I've got this song I really like, but I'm not happy with the lyrics yet, but I like the melody, I like the chords. And he said, well, Madonna's already got a song called Who's That Girl? And I figured that it was a kind of a lame title. Plus there was that show when we were kids called That Girl with Marlo Thomas. And so I didn't really want to use Who's That Girl, but again, it was a placeholder. But as Swift and I talked, somehow I mentioned Flip Flop Girl. And he goes, that's great. So I realized then at that moment, that's going to work. So I changed the song to Flip Flop Girl, and then I added the ocean, you know. Watching the ocean swirl.
She likes it a lot. Sand is so hot.
The sand is hot. Headed west to California. I needed the sun. I left my home in Salem, Ohio, looking out for number one. And I hate the line, looking out for number one. So I knew that was going to be changed, but again, it's just a placeholder. So then the next day, on February 10th, I came up with a new first line for the, that was the new first line. What did I do? I forget now exactly how I did it.
Flip flop girl, watching the ocean swirl.
Yeah, watching the ocean swirl.
She likes it a lot, and the sand gets so hot. Flip flop girl, headed west.
So then I returned to Ohio, probably around late February, early March, and on May 21st, I recorded all those versions you heard so far were recorded on my cell phone, on the voice memo. So now it's May 21st, 2023, and I'm recording the song in my studio here with Kevin McIlvain on bass. I think I laid the drums down and the guitar and a really rough vocal, and then sent the song to Kevin. He learned it. He came down, he laid on a bass track, and he's got some really nice riffs he added. Now, I should probably EQ this because it's pretty bassy, but I'll play what it sounds like with more instruments.
Watching the ocean flow. She likes it a lot when the sand gets so hot. I headed west to California. I needed the sun. I left my home in Salem, Ohio, looking out for number one. Those California girls.
Nice bass. So that's kind of that. Then at the end, I did write a new ending. So I'll skip to the end real quickly. and it's a little key change at the end, which is kind of unusual, but it worked. So that was with Kevin McIlvain on bass. And then around April, no, was it April? April this year, yeah, 2020, sorry, April of 2024, a year after that recording, we finally did the full version, and that with drums, the bass, vocals, and also some harmonies we added. I wanted this to be kind of a Beach Boy tribute song, and a colleague, a songwriting colleague, was down recording a song, Curtis Concert. He brought along his friend, Andy Black, and Andy's the music director at the Friends Church. And Andy wrote some fantastic harmonies for Curtis's song. So I said, Andy, could you write some Beach Boy harmonies for Flip Flop Girl? He said, yeah. So he took the song, went home, and he sent back some files by text message of all the parts for each vocal part. And it blew me away. It's amazing. So I was able to like listen to his part one at a time and then emulate it and then sing it myself and add it to the song. So to Flip Flop Girl. So this is what the whole song sounds like now after Andy added his parts, Kevin did his parts. We added all the instrumentation. I used my old Gibson SG guitar through the high watt amp. I had it cranked up so it's distorting like crazy. And so that was a nice sound. And what else did I do? Added some congos, or it's actually called a djembe. Is that what it's called? I don't know. It's like a bongo drum. And anyway, here's what it sounds like, totally recorded and mixed. A little sound effect at the intro.
Flip flop girl, watching the ocean swirl. I like her a lot. Her flip flops are hot. Flip flop girl. I headed west to California. I hit the sun. I left my home in Salem, Ohio, searching for a special one.
Harmonies, bass,
There's one that caught my eye. I couldn't look away.
so that goes on. And then I had to write a bridge at some point because I had the verse and the chorus. And I think one iteration back I added the bridge. Yeah, May 21st I added the bridge. I didn't play it, but I'm going to play it here. And, well, let's just listen to it.
She stands in the shade, wearing flip-flops and swing. Flip-flop girl. I stroll along to see the scenery. If I see her,
Harmonies,
I'll try to ask her name.
bass,
The way she looked at me, I think she felt the same. Flip girl.
I think this is the bridge here.
She lays in the sand, her feet zebra striped down. Flip-flop girl. I just wanna meet her. Her feet are so reveal if she's the right one. When I see her walking in her flip-flops through the dark, and she's my true love. I just want to feel us walking hand in hand. Her flip-flops spinning sand around our knees.
So that was the bridge came out pretty well. I thought you had the little riff that leads into the bridge that tells the listener, hey, something new is about to happen. And right here, I'll play it.
Flip-flop
like that line. How's it go again? I just want to meet her. Her feet will soon reveal if she's the right one. Thought that was pretty funny.
Her feet also reveal if she's the right one.
When I see her walking, if her flip flops do the talking, that's my true love. Thought that was a pretty funny line.
When I see her walking, if her flip flops do the talking, she's my true love.
And then here I threw in a B major 7th chord, which is kind of not in the key. I guess it's not in the key of G. And that kind of takes the song in a different place too. If I back up just a bit.
If her flip flops do the talking, she's my true love.
Right here.
I just want to feel us walking hand in hand. Her flip-flops spreading around our knees.
That little like bloom chord at the end there. JG added that. That was his suggestion. And it added extra humor to the song because it's kind of a cliche sound from the 50s and early 60s. Is it like a, I don't know, an A augmented or something? I'm not sure which. Right here. And then the song continues on. And then at the very end, I added a little rise up to the key change. Let me back up a little bit more. There. Then the kind of bookended it with a little same sound effect at the end, but in reverse. So this sound effect at the end was at the beginning it was kind of fades out rather than fades in. So that's Flip Flop Girl, and I guess the other point I wanted to make about writing and rewriting this, people my age who are songwriters that have been writing for 30 or 40 years, they get it, they understand it. But these videos we mainly make them for young musicians who are just sort of coming up and they want to learn the business, they want to learn the craft of songwriting. Maybe they want to learn how to be a manager or an agent or how the record business works. That's kind of the idea of all these videos. So hopefully someone gets something out of these and go back and watch more to learn more, or stay tuned for upcoming videos. Okay, that's all for today.
Flip flop girl, watching the ocean swirl. I like her a lot, her flip flops are hot. Flip flop girl. I headed west to California, I needed the sun. I left my home in Salem, Ohio, searching for a special one. Those California girls are tanning every day. There's one that caught my eye, I could not look away. Flip flop girl, watching the palm leaves twirl. She stands in the shade, wearing flip-flops of suede. Flip-flop girl. I stroll along the splintered boardwalk, hanging in the air. I hope to see the señorita striped pant, flip-flop girl. I just wanna meet her. Her feet also reveal if she's the right one. When I see her walking, if her flip-flops do the talking, she's my true love. I just want to feel us walking hand in hand. Her flip-flops spraying sand around our knees. Flip-flop girl, I'm living in a lonely world. I like her a lot, I hope she gives me a shot.